welcome back to my channel. We are in week 15 and not a lot has happened this week, so I'm going to keep this video short and sweet. So far the fatigue has lifted, so that I think is the best part of this week. The fatigue is finally gone. I can get things done. I wake up and I have energy. I can do things throughout the day. Even the fogginess in my mind has cleared. I can think clearly, and yeah, so that has been the best part of this week. Other than that, I really haven't felt many other symptoms. I just have to remember to drink more water because I notice the difference when I don't. When I don't drink enough water, I do feel sluggish, and that wasn't the reason why I was feeling so much fatigue before, but I definitely noticed the difference now. When I don't have enough water, I do kind of slow down a little bit. So I drink about 2 liters of water a day, and I always just drink water with lemon or water with lime or whatever, and that works fine for me. In other news, the pungent smell I was telling you about the last video, if you didn't watch the last video, I was saying how I feel like I stink, and no one else is telling me this. I've been asking, but for me it's just been bothersome to me, and no one ever wants to feel like they smell. So what I have been doing is I'm not the type of person that sweats a lot. I'm not the type of person who has to constantly put on deodorant, except for when I'm pregnant. And so what I felt like was happening was the underarms were getting a little pungent, as I was saying before. So what I started doing is I take a slice of lemon. Actually, I just cut the lemon in half, and I put it in a container and dip it into baking soda. So I put some baking soda at the bottom of the container, and then I take the whole half of lemon and I squeeze it a little bit to get the juices out, and then I dip it into the baking soda, and then I just take that to the shower with me, and I just scrub under there with that to just keep things fresh. And I noticed with that made a world of a difference. I mean, like a total it felt like I was back to pre-pregnancy stage. Like, it was just wonderful. So if anyone else is struggling in that area, lemon and baking soda works great, and I did that like once a week and it worked fine for me. So yeah, that was like the cure-all for that issue. Other than that, there hasn't been much going on. My belly, I feel like it grew a little bit, but then again, there's days when I'm bloated and there's days when I'm not, and it just kind of feels the same to me. So I'll let you guys be the judge of that. I'm also going to read from the app, The Bump, and we'll see what that app has to say. Okay, so The Bump, and I'm reading from my phone. So The Bump app says that at 15 weeks, your baby's squirming a ton, the baby might be hiccuping, and the baby can move its joints and limbs. It says, my body at 15 weeks, I may have nosebleeds, thanks to increased blood volume and sensitive nasal passages. I may have heartburn, gas, and or indigestion. More to blame on the hormones. I don't have any heartburn this time around. And I'm so grateful, because with the last pregnancy I had a ton of heartburn and it was dreadful the entire pregnancy. So I've been like coasting through that for now. Excuse me, I'm out of breath. That happens a lot too. It says, frisky, take advantage of the increased libido. Swollen gums, another pitfall to those pregnancy hormones, and make sure you're taking care of your teeth and see your dentist for regular checkups. So that's pretty much all it says for week 15. There's a whole other section that's really long, but it says pretty much the same. Oh, it also talks about having higher energy levels, which I just told you guys I have. And yeah, that's about it. It says the baby is 4 inches long and weighs 2.5 ounces. So yeah, and the baby's the size of a navel orange. So that's what's going on with The Bump. I'm trying to think, is there anything else to talk about with this pregnancy? Oh, if you guys know, like I said, if you guys know any good transitioning hairstyles or treatments for the hair, please let me know. I am trying to make it work, and Forgive me if it's looking a little crazy, but yeah, it's a work in progress. I'm trying not to just braid it all the time. I want it to relax and breathe and be free. I actually started getting the As I Am products for, it's called Long and I'm going to put a picture of it, but it's Long and Luscious, I think, is the shampoo. It's like a pomegranate shampoo, and it detangles your hair while you wash it, and it helps retain length and stop the breakage while you're combing through your hair in the shower and all that. So, and I definitely noticed the difference. And I also use the As I Am hair milk, which feels great. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hair milk from As I Am. As far as products I use while pregnant and like in other areas, I use nature made prenatal vitamins. I use cocoa butter on my skin. Cocoa butter works really well. With my previous pregnancy, I experimented and tried all these different things, and for me, nothing worked as well as cocoa butter. Palmer's cocoa butter in the jar, not the lotion, although I am a fan of the lotion, but the jar just kept me going throughout the entire pregnancy. I actually didn't get stretch marks until the very end. When I say the very end, I mean the last week before I gave birth is when I saw my first stretch mark. So the cocoa butter really, really helped me. And then what helped after giving birth is the cocoa butter, shea butter, pure honey from Bath and Body Works. Yeah. So this lotion, and they have it in a body oil, and they have it in this lotion, and I think it comes in a tube with like a heavier cream in it. But this was enough for me. The body oil smells amazing, but I just stuck to this, and this worked great on just the stretch marks. It really works wonders. It was the last thing that I thought. I bought it because it smelled good, and it turned out to work wonders on my skin. I used the oil, I used the shower jelly. It's not shower gel, it was a jelly that came in a jar at the time, and you had to like scoop it out, and that was the soap, and I loved it. It was thick, it was like jelly, and for me it lathered up really well. I don't know if they still make that version. I think they make a shower gel now, but don't quote me on that because I haven't been back to get it in a while. But that is my go-to for stretch marks, because I mean postpartum, that really did a lot to reduce the appearance of stretch marks. And just, I don't know if it's just my family genes, but my mom had stretch marks with my sister, and I remember as a kid I was like, what's that, you know? She's like, it's stretch marks, like we get those. And so but through the years I noticed one day, like, Mom, your stretch marks are gone, and she's like, yes, they can go away if you stay on top of them and use, you know, the right moisturizers. And I remember her telling me that the Bath and Body Works was working really well, and her stretch marks are completely gone. And she had, like, they were deep stretch marks, and when I tell you they're gone now, her skin is completely smooth. So she gives me hope and encouragement that one day these things will go away. So that is going to be it for week 15. I'm going to show you guys my belly. Here we go. Front. That is my belly for now, and that is my 15-week update. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.